Ladies and gentlemen, last weekend was a very busy for Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i. He was in Kisii. After Kisii, he moved to Nairobi. Then he went to Kajiado for a church service. Now, in this church service, of course, we had Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka present and Jeremiah Gion as the top leaders, plus, of course, Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i. Now, speeches were given of various kinds. But now, one that caught my attention, it is that one of Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
Matiang'i, you say you're not a politician. Welcome to politics. Utaambiwa maneno, and I told you. Niliona amekasirika one time, ananipigia simu, anakasirika. Fred, usikasirike, hii maneno utaitwa majina. Mimi nimeitwa yote, na waliokuwa wakituita hiyo majina wameinherit hayo majina, provided you stand for truth.
Kalonzo Musyoka spoke last, and when he got the opportunity, he had to advise Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i and actually expose how they relate with Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i. Now, let me tell you one thing. I suspect that Kalonzo Musyoka was talking of the incident where Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i was called a traitor or maybe a government project by one of the Wiper party members. That is Ndegwa, the lawyer. So Ndegwa came out on a local vernacular station and said that Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i is a government project and even went ahead to give reasons. I feel this is the point where Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i picked his phone and called Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And then he told him that, why is your guy calling me a project? According to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i was seriously angry. But now, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo gave him that advice. Ladies and gentlemen, when Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka revealed that, there are a number of things that came to my mind, which took me to what could be the roles of Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka in the opposition team. That is what I want to take you through here on this particular channel. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, please let me take this opportunity first of all to ask you to subscribe. Also, watch my video to the end. Apart from that, let me thank those who have been supporting my channel through the M-Pesa number that I always pin here. May God bless you so much, because that's how you make me grow. Ladies and gentlemen, wait note for my viewers. I couldn't have been at the 13,000 subscription mark. Now I'm heading to 14,000, probably towards 20 at the start of next month. I want to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for the subscription that you make and the support. May God bless you. Let me dive into this topic here without much wasting of time. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the roles of Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka within the opposition team? Number one, Kalonzo Musyoka is the person who holds the opposition together. In that, he's at the peak. Hapa katikati. Whenever they have meetings, pictures that usually circulate show Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka sitting right at the middle, and then the other leaders like Gachagua, Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, Justin Muturi, sitting from the sides. That's a clear indication that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is the leader and the person holding the opposition together. The reason why I'm saying so, in a scenario where Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i has been called a project, and has been called a project by a close associate of Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, then you see Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i with these people again together. That means there's some conversation that has taken place which has rubbished the kind of sentiments that were made within a media station. So, ladies and gentlemen, that shows that Kalonzo Musyoka is also a mediator. He brings these people together to ensure that at least they don't take it personal. Even though there's some political significance, they don't take it personal. That was very ideal. So Dr. Stephen Kalonzo is the de facto leader of that group, who is actually leading them all the way to 2027. Even if he might not be the flag bearer, he will be their leader. Ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that I was able to learn is this. He's the person guiding that position, that group in relation to the current political terrain. He was telling Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i that this is how politics is. You'll be called names, not now, not last time, but even more are coming, and you'll be called so many of them to an extent that if you start crying today, you'll cry every day. So in a nutshell, he was telling Dr. Kalonzo Matiang'i, don't tense, be courageous, take it normal. Such kind of guidance is necessary to every person actually who is getting into a new venture. Because Dr. King of Matiang'i, as we speak today, is actually new in politics. He has never vied for any seat. And now going for the presidency, that is very tough. All these leaders, most of them, have vied for member of parliament in 1 or 2 or 3 occasions. Some of them have won, some of them have lost. So when you see Dr. King of Matiang'i coming and going to the presidency direct, honestly, he needs someone to guide him. He needs a mentor, either Uhuru Kenyatta, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka in the daily activities they do. That is very, very important. So that is how it is. Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka guides this team as they move towards 2027. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that this gentleman is doing, that's Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, he adds numbers to the team. Let me tell you, someone was telling me that I'm hyping the Kamba numbers could not be 3 million. It could be more than that. Hey, you are speaking of 3 million. If you go to places like Pipeline, Kambas wameja. In Nairobi, in fact, the Kambas I think will be number 2, if not 3. So this is a group that we must respect. They have their numbers. And these people vote as a block. And if Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka directs them in 2027 to vote this way, they will. He has done that not once, not twice, but more than 3 times. So in a nutshell, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has numbers that is bringing on board. Sure numbers. Those numbers are good in relation to 2027 because to bring down President William Ruto, all regions of this country must count. And if Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can be able to bring those numbers on board, ladies and gentlemen, then he's one of the most important key members of the opposition. Others are even saying that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is one person. If he decides to join William Ruto will be a threat. So in a nutshell, you can see that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has good numbers that is bringing to the opposition side. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is sharing his experience to the people. He's telling them, this is how you do things. This is how politics has been. This is how we are going to move forward. This is how we are going to make decisions. This is how we are going to do this and that. And he has not only used his experience just to drive the team forward towards 2027, but also to show them how to do. Because right now, as we speak, he has invited Dr. King of Matiang'i to his home. He has invited Rigathi Gachagua. He has hosted all the political key figures within the opposition, meaning it is very clear that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is ready to lead by example, uniting that team and ensuring they're united to the end. And not once, not twice, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has had huge experience within the opposition, where even when Raila Amolo Odinga betrays him and joins government, he still remains very loyal with within the opposition. You can see in 2013, they worked together. In 2017-18, Raila Amolo Odinga had a handshake. As you move towards 2022, he had another handshake with William Ruto. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way you can rule out Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's experience in the Kenyan politics. It's very important. Also checking in his success in Wiper Party, Wiper Patriotic Front Party. That is very key. He has never won any seat in the country ever since 2013, but he's always in the government, he's always commanding in politics because you realize that he has members of parliament. Apart from that, he has governors and senators, even the MCs from his party. All these people, ladies and gentlemen, they are not just going to be taken for granted. Why? Because a leader must be strong for him to bring all these people together. Therefore, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is not an easy person in the Kenyan politics. So that is what I was able to learn from that kind of a video. But of course, on the comment section, you're open to share your opinion. My name is Ebeli Mokwa. See you next time for more videos.